We learn her back more. Scarlet Nexus can do. I might be able to do one more episode after this, actually. We'll see, though.
What do you want to do?
Yeah, like, I really want to do a slash comment of Search Game. Which is weird because we're only like halfway through the first playthrough. But whatever, it's fine.
I think the facility is underground, but there weren't any stairs leading down from the first floor.
We'll just have to comb the area ourselves. If this is where they conducted his personality rehabilitation, Nagi's data should be here.
I wonder if Nagi managed to get away. I had all of you there to rescue me, but he was alone.
You're still as kind as ever.
Nagi!
You did come back. Of course you did. I mean, we're best friends,
Oh, I forgot my Nier video even came out. I'm sure it's doing poorly. Yeah, 10 off. Whatever. I haven't lost subs, so that's not positive.
Personality rehabilitation. You traitors against glorious new Himuka are the ones who need rehabilitation, not me. There's no need to worry, Yuito.
Who is this guy? Oh, Nagi.
You need to be alive when I bring you in!
Oh, well, that's depressing. Let's pause it real quick. I just want to see something real quick on here. Like, how recent is this video? Because I edited this, like, what, 4 months ago, I think? This Nier video? Okay, it's pretty far back. Oh, did I do the Nier video before Mass Effect? I kind of forgot about that, actually. Huh, yeah, I did. I think this is before my Games of Generation video, so it's like immediately after Big Brother. Huh. So it's pretty far back, actually. Anyway, I just want to see that real quick. I'll probably actually start listening to the podcast again.
Then he did this, and then he had that. But in reality, it was so many moving pieces at all times, and that's why I think they had so much trouble portraying it.
Wrong one.
Many of those
Not what I
points.
meant to do.
But that was very interesting to me to know that all of these players were trying to fit their own or find their own path forward. Each individual one had their own point of view and their own sort of strategy for how to make things happen, and it was a struggle throughout in order to find eventually Tony's winning path. It was very difficult, I think, for them to see and for us to see how he came up with that. How, like, through all of this chaos and all of these people, Kim, Jeremy, Sophie, so many people pulling in so many different directions, and then all of a sudden Tony makes the one big move, and it's like, you know, Gandalf the White coming through and being like, boom, I'm here. And at that point, he just kind of storms through. But prior to that, it was so messy, it was so complicated, and that's I found that very fascinating, even though I wasn't always aware of every piece of it like I would be in Big Brother. I could tell that it was happening, and there were parts of it that I was able to enjoy that were able to be portrayed.
Really?
So kind of a con in terms of how it's portrayed, but definitely a pro in terms of how the game played out.
Well, I'm getting like nothing
out
of this.
There certainly were highlights that I feel like that overall, like this isn't my favorite season to watch as far as the gameplay is concerned, just because that I feel like that there's so much going on and because it's so unclear. Like I find it to be more confusing than there is like where I'm sort of like really engaged and be able to follow along with the gameplay, being able to sort of like understand like, well, was this a good move, was this a bad move, because I feel like I just don't have all of the information and I don't necessarily know like what everybody else like wants to do. Like there's so many players that we don't ever really get like what their plans are. Like what's Nick's final three? What is he trying to
Alright, let's pause this.
Too bad for you, I'm not done yet!
Yeah! Guys!
Yuito!
Not again. If I pass out during the fight.
Yuito, I know that was scary. They're all done with the tests now. Honest. Let me see that brave face. You're okay. It's all over.
Mommy! A dream? About my mom? Why
Weird.
would I have that now? Oh, right. This ceiling. It looks like the
So,
hospital room
The Last
from
of Us
when I was
TV
a
show is
kid.
making it take place 10 years
Smell,
earlier
too.
for some reason.
Smell.
It's kind of
Where
random.
am I? Huh? I can't use my powers?
You can't use your powers here. Those restraints are designed to nullify your abilities. You're such a fool. All you had to do was play the patriotic hero, and you would have had the world on a platter.
Who are you?
Just a humble staff member of this facility. We've met a number of times when you were a child, but I'm sure you don't remember.
We did?
Have you forgotten about your time here in the hospital with your mother?
Which means this is still somewhere inside the old OSF hospital. Where are my friends?
No idea. Your friends are outside my jurisdiction. I'm in charge of duds.
You mean people without powers?
That's right. I was in charge of the experiments involving you and the Travers brothers. Unlike Karin and Luca, it seems like your psionic hormone levels are dropping.
What?
Now that I think about it, your psychokinesis was activated under some unconventional circumstances. Duds have an extremely low chance of manifesting powers in the first place. This could mean there's something special about your cerebrum. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Wait, I'm a dud?
Oh, so you're missing your memories from when you were a dud too. This is going to be tricky. It seems your brain is accumulating damage as you use your power. I need to run some tests before I ask you any questions. I'm sure you've experienced episodes of sudden memory loss or having difficulty remembering your childhood.
Wait, please explain it to me so I can understand.
It's simple. You were born a dud. Then you were hospitalized here with your mother because this was still the OSF
You were
hospital
born
at that
dud.
time. We know that duds are capable of acquiring potent powers. The country sends all duds to this hospital, where we run medical experiments on them.
I'm a dud? I had no powers?
In any case, it's time to go back to sleep.
Damn it! I can't stay awake.
Oh yeah, also I forgot to mention
Yuito.
the reason why I did decide to record here is because
Are you all
tomorrow
right?
there's gonna be Australian Survivor as well.
Major General Fubuki? How?
The program he gave us was able to tap into the facility's surveillance camera feed.
I knew it would be dangerous infiltrating this place. I made sure I would be available if something happened.
Thank you very much. I'm glad you guys are all right. I'm sorry, Major General. We couldn't get Nagi's memory data. Right, Nagi. What happened after that?
You suddenly collapsed, and Nagi... he took you, and then used you as a hostage.
We were afraid of hurting you, so we couldn't attack him.
We were locked inside a room. There was strange equipment. I think it was for personality rehabilitation.
But Major General Fubuki showed up before any of us were rehabilitated, so we're all okay. You don't have to worry about us.
Sorry. You're always rescuing me. Thanks, guys.
Wait, it looks like others are gathering.
I've disconnected the alarm, but they should already know Yuito's trying to get away.
We have to escape the hospital. I've already shared the way out with Wataru. I'll hold them off here.
But...
Don't forget, I'm a Septentrion. I can handle myself. Take this. Don't lose it, no matter what.
what is it?
I'll tell you when we get out of here. Now go!
You'll only get in my way.
Okay.
I don't see any safe area near here for teleporting. We have to run.
Got it. Please, be careful.
I had no power. I was a
Are we in a fight? Oh, we are. Okay, well, I'll pause this real quick. I'm sorry, I'm responding to text.
Nick says that he wants to go in with the people who he can beat, and he says he's like, I can't beat Jeremy, Tony, Sarah, so he's going in, we get that tiny confessional from Nick, but he's probably the most unredited person on the season.
Yeah, but I hear that, and I think that I'm also somebody that came at it from, I was, listening to at least summaries of Nick's Twitch streams at the time to hear what he was thinking, and there was extra information that was required, I think, to get some of the more nuanced pieces of the game that I was able to enjoy. So yeah, I would again separate it. I think the way it was portrayed in terms of the viewing experience, especially from the episodes, was a con. But the actual game, once you're able to listen to the post-season interviews and listen to the thought process, is really fascinating. And being able to do a rewatch, knowing some of that stuff, made it more enjoyable for me.
Yeah, I was as well, pouring through, watching the episode multiple times, every additional bit of content I could, obviously listening to a ton of podcasts, creating my own podcasts. Most people don't create the content we did about this season. If anyone was kind of going to try and find some meaning in it, it was going to be us. And maybe that's not the viewing experience a lot of people want. But for me, I actually did have fun trying to, find the threads. Because I just enjoyed that experience as a personal thing. But I do agree, there was chaos in it. But I think when people say it wasn't a gameplay heavy season, it did have one of the most dominant wins of all time. Everything Tony's doing is spectacular. That Sophie vote for me up there was one of my favorite votes. That to me is the heroes versus villains merge. That's that one of how well that was done. That's the gameplay. And then you do have Ethan, Sandra. There's enough there that's clear and cool as well, and not confusing. So I think there was enough there. I mean, your mileage may vary, but I don't think it should be. This is a non-gameplay.
No, I think that if anything, I feel that gameplay isn't clear. I think that's my bigger note with all of it, where that there certainly was a lot of gameplay happening, but I feel that it's where I feel you're left with your head spinning more often than you're left with I'm having a lot of fun engaging with what I just saw on my television.
Yuito, it looks like you finally become a traitor too.
Karin, I forgot that's
what
how you pronounce the name.
Did the new Himuka government brand Yuito a traitor?
Yes. I doubt you'd be allowed inside Suo. Come to Seiron. You'll all be accepted as one of them.
You're asking us to help Seiron? The same people who are sticking human brains inside others?
Meanwhile, New Himuka is conducting experiments to metamorphose humans, all in the name of producing a strong power. And at its center is the great city Suo.
They're both twisted. They're both crazy.
Then what do you want to do? Run to the religious fanatics in Togetsu? They're a religious state. They'd probably be open to taking in criminals such as yourselves. But Togetsu won't necessarily be a safe place this time around.
This time?
Just a figure of speech.
Yeah. New Himuka won't be able to get us in Togetsu. They're an independent city. It is a little shady, though.
Is that why you came here, Karin? To tell us this?
It was just an afterthought. However, take this if you're going to Togetsu.
I can't drink this. I won't.
Whether it's human blood or brains, you need to drink it if you want to live. Either way, you'll lose all your memories and powers if you choose to do nothing. The drugs are simply giving you time, so you have to drink it whether you like it or not.
He's up to something. But what is it?
Most likely saving Fubuki.
Should we be helping him?
No, come back to the hideout. Major General Fubuki wanted me to tell you not to worry about him. Besides, I can at least monitor his status from here. Come back, so we can make a plan on whether we're helping him or running to Togetsu.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, good job, everyone. Man, this unit's so cozy.
This is the standby.
What are you doing here?
I had a meeting with Major
Who?
General Fubuki.
Who the fuck is this?
I was
I
supposed
have
to
no memory
escape
of
to
this
the
guy.
hideout if they found out you guys snuck into the old hospital in Lokusho. I mean, I can navigate you anywhere as long as I have a PC and Cynet.
Which means that Fubuki predicted Yuito would be branded a traitor.
So, he told Wataru to come here, since he is Yuito Platoon's operator.
If they're going to make Yuito the bad guy, it makes sense to take out the person who knows what Yuito Platoon is up to. Good thing Wataru got here when he did. Otherwise, they may have subjected him to personality rehabilitation.
Yep, that's basically it. I made sure they didn't know where this hideout was before I left. This was originally a unit for the Sumeragi family. It'd be bad
What?
if Chief Kaito
I'm looking this
found
up. People
out.
were actually surprised that Andy went
But it
home.
seems like we're fine for now.
Fuck
I
me.
haven't told my brother that we're using this unit.
Like, I really
But
do
we should
wonder,
be
like, how
careful.
I just ruined Survivor for
We own
myself
many
in terms
others,
of, like, being
so I don't think
surprised
they'd find this place
with
right away.
things. Or, like, people still
any
seem to be
case,
genuinely surprised at certain
can't
vote
believe
outs when
my
it's like,
brother
when
made me
watching the
into a
edit, it's
traitor.
so fucking obvious. Like, both these Australian Survivor episodes were so
It's really
fucking
made it clear
obvious
to
of
me
where they
that
were
he
going.
sided with the government. Not that I didn't already know that.
Anyway, since I'll be staying here from now on, rest assured that nobody will find this hideout. More importantly, do you still have the thing Major General
Actually, my new
Fubuki
video is
gave
actually
you?
not doing as bad as I
I have
thought.
it
It's
right
actually pretty, like, it's behind, like, it's number 10 on my last 10,
It's
but
for our Habaki,
it's only like
a
one view behind the
one-time-use
mass
key
video,
code
so
generator.
whatever.
Why would he give something that important to... Major General Fubuki entrusted the key code generator to you because he thought he might not come back alive. Have you heard anything from him?
I've tracked him leaving the old OSF hospital. He completely disappeared from all systems after that. I hope he hasn't been captured by the government.
My brother saved Fubuki. I'm sure of it. We have nothing to worry about.
That reminds me. I wonder if it's true that former Major General Karin and
What is
Yuito were both
Capcom own again?
duds.
Because obviously there's been a lot of talk
I'll look for him
recently
on my
about
end,
Sony
too.
buying Capcom.
Besides, you
Like
guys
obviously
don't have the
Street
luxury
Fighter,
of
Resident
worrying
Evil,
about anyone. They're calling you demons and hypocrites in Suwa.
Monster Hunter, right?
Our stocks are limited. If you don't make contact with Togetsu or Seiran soon, we're
What
gonna
else have
run
they
out of
published
supplies.
recently?
How could they do this? They were just
Don't Make
hailing him
Cry.
as a hero.
That'll be interesting. Dead Rising.
It's fine.
Mega
They shouldn't have been
Man.
calling me a hero in the first place.
Ace Attorney,
There's
Onimusha.
actually
That's
something
a
I wanna
good
tell you.
set of franchises,
It
actually.
seems
Okay, these
that I
are
was
all
born
IPs.
without powers.
1942, Ace Attorney, coming out of Breath of Fire.
But
That'd
you
be cool.
have powers.
Dino Crisis, Dragon's
What are you
Dogma, Lost
You know how I was
Planets,
being treated at the
Okami,
old OSF hospital as a kid?
Resident
Seems like I
Evil,
was subjected
Street
to an
Fighter
experiment
Strider,
that caused me
Youthful
to
Joe.
acquire
Yeah, I mean,
my
that's a
power.
good set of IPs.
I think the
I feel
reason
like
why
that
my
stuff is something
powers
I
have
could
been
see
on the
Sony
fritz lately
picking up.
is because they were artificially engineered.
Especially because they did
It
buy
probably
Evo.
puts a huge
I
strain
think
on my
Street Fighter
mind.
is probably a good thing.
Are you sure you're okay with telling us this? That you used to be a dud?
Oh, is he sensitive about having been a dud? I mean, hiding it doesn't change the truth. And I figured you all deserve to know, considering all the trouble my unstable power caused you.
It's no trouble. Really. Yeah, we're just worried about you. It's only natural for us to worry.
But thank you for telling us. I've heard there are many people without powers who live their life suffering in secret.
It's sad, but I do believe that is the case.
And if something ever happens, you know we have your back. Thanks. All right. We should rest here a little bit and figure out what to do next.
Standby phase 7. So, I mean, these phases essentially take like an hour each, right?
Probably be impossible to recover Nagi's memory data now. I guess this means Major General Fubuki's plan will have to be put on hold.
Okay, so we have one with her.
What's the matter, Hanabi? Why are you sighing? Did something happen?
Oh, Yuito. No, it's nothing.
Come on, you can tell me. We've known each other since we were kids.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks. So, The other day, when I was battling an other, I accidentally burned a building that was nearby, and Gemma scolded me. He said that my control of my powers was rough, and I'd eventually end up hurting those I need to protect.
He doesn't mince words.
He's right, though. I wasn't paying enough attention. Gemma asked me what I wanted to be as a member of the OSF, and to think hard about what I'm fighting for. The thing is, I still can't picture what I want to strive for.
Right. You did mention that you never thought about what you wanted to do in the OSF.
Yeah. And the things we've seen since joining? You know, the suspicious secrets and inhumane experiments? Just awful things that ruined that image I had of the OSF as a kid.
That's true.
After finding out that the organization we're in caused a lot of suffering to so many people, I can't picture anything positive when someone asks me what I want to fight for as a member of the OSF.
I understand that feeling of disappointment. Finding out this isn't the organization you thought it was. But you're the one who's out there fighting. You just need to figure out what you're fighting for as an individual, not as part of the OSF.
My reason for fighting... I'm not sure if I have one.
I bet you'll come up with something if you think about it. I mean, if there's no reason, then why have you been fighting by my side all this time?
It's because you...
I what?
It is
nothing.
fucking brilliant.
I'll try thinking about it some more.
Okay, but there's no rush. I'm always here if you want to talk.
Thanks. It's not like me to doubt myself like this. Feeling sad won't change anything. Alright. I'm going to find a reason to fight.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Thanks for cheering me up.
You were always cheering me up when we were kids, so it's my turn now.
You don't owe me anything, but I'm happy to hear you say that. Thanks for listening.
Sure. Just let me know if there's anything I can do for you.
Don't worry. I will. You're always so kind.
I don't think that's true. I'm not built to be especially kind.
You don't even realize it. That's what makes you cool. Oh, don't take it weird. I just think you're cool as a friend.
Okay.
Recently, I've been thinking how much I've gotten to know you.
Me too. I thought I already knew you, but I keep finding something new.
Do I have gifts to give? Oh, I do. Okay, let's give it to her. She's the fire one, right? I feel like I use that the most often, so yeah.
Wow, I'm so happy.
Do, 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 do. So I should probably...
See that? Alright, I do have another con here.
Yes.
And it does involve fire tokens.
Good.
Hey, Gemma.
Yes.
Thank you. I haven't had enough time to use my props.
Do you want to go somewhere with me again?
It's time to talk about the fire tokens because I do think there were a couple of moments. A couple of
Are you
things.
doing this on purpose?
Is something the matter?
You put it in my head. Now I'm just using the word.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I guess I'll
One of
pause.
my friends who retired from the OSF has gone missing.
Are there any leads?
I first learned about it when I got a message from his younger brother. We hadn't talked in a while. He asked me if I might have any ideas, but I couldn't give him any. I was just wondering what to do now.
I can see why you're worried. Is there anything I can do?
I did hear they trademarked 5 more Dark Picture games. That's just like, fuck me, dude.
Why don't you just tell me what you can? It couldn't hurt.
So that's obviously a lot.
Thank you. I'll take you up on that. The friend who went missing was an old classmate, and then we worked together in the same platoon when he was still in the OSF. But as the years went by, the anti-aging medication's effects weakened, and his body began to age. It's something all children of the state have to face eventually, but he reached his limit sooner than me. His powers waned as he aged, and fighting became too difficult. He retired this past spring.
I see. I'm glad he managed to retire safely and not get hurt or die.
Yeah, but children of the state face a tough situation after retirement. The body ages normally after they stop taking the medication, but the abuse their brains sustained over so long a time is significant. Many retired soldiers deal with various issues, stemming from their body's changes exacerbating their brain's fatigue.
It's that tough for them? Can't they treat that with medication?
I hear there are many who receive treatment, but it's not easily cured. If it becomes prolonged, it also affects the patient psychologically.
Do you think your friend wasn't feeling well after retiring?
Yeah, he was tired, physically and mentally. I tried my best to stay in touch after he left, but after a while he just kept asking me about the OSF and my missions. It seemed like he wanted to come back. He missed his old job after having trouble adjusting to retirement.
I mean, he was with the OSF for decades after all. It's tough to instantly change your life.
He never wanted to retire to begin with. Those who can no longer fight will never be able to return to the OSF. I decided to distance myself from him, so he can finally move on from the military and build a new life for himself. I didn't reply to his messages or meet up with him. Looking back now, it was probably too harsh. His brother said it was cold of me to cut off all contact like that. I can't blame his brother for saying that. It might be my fault he disappeared. Maybe I pushed him away when he needed me the most.
You did it for your friend's sake. You can't blame yourself for that. For now, you should do what you can. Have you tried calling your friend?
No, I haven't reached out to him yet.
Then try messaging him. Even if you don't know where he is, it should reach him if he's safe. Maybe he's just waiting for you to contact him.
You're right. Waiting here won't get me anywhere. I'll take your advice and do whatever I can. There's no reply.
He might need time to notice the message. Let's wait a little longer to see if it reaches him.
Or it reached him, but he's not planning to reply. There's no way for us to know. Back when we were in the OSF together...
Really? Ghostwire's coming out March 24th? That's like really soon.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
that's
feels
not
like we've
available
heard
since
like
you retired.
nothing.
He has to go through the trouble of accessing a terminal.
I can't really relate how inconvenient things are after you retire. But he must have been going through a lot.
Yeah. Why don't you keep messaging him and wait to see what happens for now? I'll see if there's anything else we could do.
I'm glad for your help. I'll let you know if I learn anything.
Okay. Poor Gemma. I never really thought about what people do after they retire. Is there anything more I can do? I know. The OSF database could have information on Gemma's friend. The data's locked. I guess that's not a surprise. Wataru, you got a sec?
Yo, what's up?
There's an OSF matter I want you to look into whenever you're free.
OSF. So information that can't be found through official channels. Okay, send me the info. I'll look into it.
Thanks, Wataru. I hope we find a lead on Gemma's friend. Gemma, have you gotten a little bigger?
Have I? My training has been going well lately.
Wow. Did you have a change of heart or something?
It's a little embarrassing, but I don't want you to get better than me. You can laugh at me for being a silly old man.
Alright.
I'll be there to back you up. Don't let anything get in your way.
Oh, we had two of them.
It's comforting to hear you say that.
Wait, I can't tell who that second image is. Wait. That's not her, right? Yeah, it's not her. Okay. Just want to make sure. It's him, right?
This is very nice.
That's it? Well, fuck you too then. Wait, did the audio glitch? I think the audio glitched. Whatever. So we're done with him, done with her. Again, who the fuck is this guy? I have no memory of this person. Whatever, alright. So let's do these and then we'll call it an episode. 9 hours in. I mean, again, like, I was looking at my list of, like, top games of the year, and, like, I think this is gonna be, like, pretty close to the bottom of the ones I've played so far, obviously, which I've played. Like, there's definitely games that are gonna either be lower than it, or, like, just a lot of games I'm just not gonna finish, but, like, I mean, I just don't see how this is better than Persona 5 Strikers. And, like, Persona 5 Strikers is my, like, third to last on the list. And it's like, I like Persona 5 Strikers. I don't think that's what I was gonna say. I mean, well, actually, no, yeah, I do like Persona 5 Strikers, but it's also, all right, I guess we're doing this with her. But like the issue I have with Persona 5 Strikers are like a lot of the same issues as this game, where it gets like really repetitive. It's kind of boring in how it's structured, but also it's like Persona 5 Strikers at least has like characters that I care about, and like overall I felt like I was more invested in the story there than I am with this game, where like I don't really care about a lot of these people. Even though I actually think probably the combat system as a whole is probably more enjoyable. But I also feel like there's a lot less like, I don't know, I guess yeah, it's probably more enjoyable.
You came all the way here to tell me that? What a waste of time. You should have just refused when I invited you.
No, I think it's important for me to tell you this.
I'm all ears for your elegant speech, oh great one.
It's not like that. I just don't know about forcing a break through a program. There are easier ways to help people relax. You could offer to listen to their problems, or give them some advice.
I see. I'll have to explore those options. Why don't you tell me about your problems then, Yuito?
What?
I'm taking your suggestion. You have a lot of pent-up feelings because of all this hard work you're doing, right? So, out with it.
I don't know where to start. Like my family and brother?
Chief Sumeragi? That's a bit of a touchy issue.
Yeah. I had no idea he was involved in something like that. He even set me up as a traitor. My dad didn't tell me anything either.
I understand your confusion. Although I can understand why the chief did what he did.
Does that mean you approve of their methods?
I didn't say that. I don't endorse them or forgive what they did. However, the way they're willing to sacrifice their own family if necessary is something I can see myself doing.
Would you be able to do that to Major General Fubuki? You could sacrifice your own brother depending on the situation?
I would, but he wouldn't be able to make the same decision. For better or worse, he's still a child. You two are similar in that way.
What's that supposed to mean?
Children think they can save everyone, but that's not how reality works. There will always be something that needs to be sacrificed. Grown-ups have to figure out the line to draw on what to give up.
I think you hate being that kind of grown-up.
Is that so? Well, you might be right. If I stayed a kid, I might be happier thinking I could do anything. Being able to selfishly
I did do old school versus new school, didn't I? I love like there's videos I do that I just like I have no memory of me doing them. It's kind of funny. That's the point I'm at
You
now.
are so much like him.
But I did 2, didn't I? I did 2 of them. And again, I just don't remember them. Wow. That's kind of funny. Alright.
You're late again, but it's fine. I forgive you.
Thanks. So, what do you want?
I have some things to say about the way you fight.
The way I fight?
Yeah. I've seen you fight many times, and you have a lot of wasted movement. You're no longer a cadet. If you want to call yourself an OSF soldier, don't just flounder around. On the battlefield, you need to always be reading your enemy's movements and consider your next move. Use your brain.
So he calls me here to criticize me? What the hell is he thinking?
Hey, are you listening? I'm spending my precious time on you here.
Hang on. I don't really know what's going on. Why did you want to talk?
Because you helped me before, however slightly. I'm returning the favor by giving you some advice.
That was advice? Sounded a lot like you were making fun of me.
What? You can leave if you don't want my advice. I would want to get stronger.
He's annoying, but he has been in the OSF longer than me. If he really wants to help, I guess I'll listen. All right, I'm all ears.
A wise decision. You can't win without hard work. Though I'm sure that doesn't make sense to someone who was born with a silver spoon in his mouth.
He can't stop with the insults. I bet he doesn't have any friends.
Back to the subject. I told you to read your enemy's movements, but it must be hard for an inexperienced rookie to do that. Instead of relying on hazy knowledge, it's better to work on reaction time and calm decision-making skills.
I see.
Unfortunately, you lack both right now. It's a miracle you're still alive. Was it incredibly good luck? Or was it your teammates? If you don't want to die young, you need to get better.
I listened to you and all you did was insult me. You hate my guts. Any reason why?
What? I go out of my way to help you, and you think that's an insult?
Come on, that last bit was definitely an insult.
Fine. I'll tell you if you really want to know. I haven't liked you since the first day I met you. Since I was scouted, I worked for years to get strong. I've been near death more times than I can count. How could I like someone who was born in the Sumeragi family and pampered his whole life?
Who my family is doesn't matter. I'm my own person.
No matter what you think of yourself, everyone else only sees the Sumeragi boy.
That may be true, but that's why everyone was prejudiced against me, even though I worked so hard. But if I say that, Shiden will have a field day with it.
If you don't like it, you have to become strong enough to surpass your name. But if you can't listen to advice, it'll be impossible. The fact that a volunteer soldier like you made it into Captain Seto's platoon had to have been because of your family connections.
What?
Another thing I hate is those dolls you guys collect. That little pack-in or whatever. What's cute about such a weird little thing?
There are some things you just don't say. It's Baki, not Packin.
What is going on right now?
That's rude to Baki. What's with you anyway? You're just spewing insults now.
What? You're the one who complained when I was just trying to give you advice.
That wasn't advice. It was just nagging and insults. I've had enough. I'm out of here.
Fine.
What's with him? Did he actually think that was advice? It's like he's made of insults. Next time he calls me, I just won't show up.
Alright. Wait, what? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Hey, that's everyone. Bye-bye. Alright, one's here. Yeah, I guess I'll do one more. What time is it? Yeah, I guess. I can probably do it. Be cutting it pretty close, but fine. Whatever. So yeah, one's here. Next episode, continue on. Now, thank you for watching.